Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tech Curious. Today I am going to discuss about basic structure of a digital computer. Let us discuss about the functional units of a computer. Computer consists of input-output unit, memory unit and processor unit. Input unit is that unit which is used to send or transfer the data or command to the CPU or the computer. The name itself indicates the input unit accepts the data or coded information through electromechanical devices like keyboards or mouse or optical devices like scanners. Whenever a key is pressed on the keyboard, the corresponding letter or a digit or a special character will be translated into its equivalent code in binary that computer understands. For example, if you are pressing the letter K on the keyboard, then the letter K is converted into its equivalent binary code that computer understands, and further it will be converted into the human understandable format when it is displayed on the output unit. The code is converted accordingly and may be sent to the processor or memory. The second component of the computer is the CPU, which is the heart of the computer, which consists of arithmetic and logic unit, control unit, and a set of registers. Registers are the fastest accessible elements with a small amount of storage. As any activity on a computer is governed by a set of instructions, processor unit helps in getting the work done on a computer through associated hardware and some software for producing results. An arithmetic and logic unit is a combinational circuit which performs both arithmetic operations as well as logical operations. It is a unit where almost most of the operations are performed. If we need to define an operation, it is an expression that consists of both operands as well as operators. For example, if we take a simple addition, that is A is equal to B plus C, B is augend, C is addend, and A is considered as the place where the result is stored. But all of them, that is A, B, and C, are operands in the computer technology. Here, equal to and plus are operators, where plus is used for sum and equal to is a symbol used for assignment. As already we have discussed, arithmetic and logic unit is capable of performing both arithmetic operations as well as logical operations. Let us see what operations it is going to perform. An arithmetic and logic unit is capable of performing arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, remainder, integrations, differentiations, and other mathematical calculations, whereas it is also capable of performing logical and Boolean operations like AND, OR, XOR, NOT, NAND, NOR, etc. ALU performs other operations like comparisons, that is greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. Apart from that, conditional statements like if, then, else are also executed in ALU. Let us understand how does an ALU work. To execute a basic arithmetic or logical operation, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to load the operands into the memory. The processor then directs the operands into the ALU. Operations are performed on ALU and the results are either sent to the memory from where the operands are fetched from, or the results are retained in the ALU itself. ALU has a set of registers for storing the results. If the results are retained in the registers, then computer operates at a very high speed. Let us now discuss about a control unit. As the name itself is indicating, a control unit or a controller is a circuitry for controlling all the operations like input operations, output operations, and processing operations. It is the only unit that is distributed to all the other units of a computer. It directs and transfers information between I/O and memory and vice versa. It is also used for fetching and decoding of an instruction and regulating the data flow inside the computer. Let us now understand how does a control unit work. Control unit receives input information in the form of programs, data, instructions through an input device. This phase is called as fetch phase. It then converts input information into control signals. This phase is called as decoding phase. Decoding is a process of converting human understandable format into machine understandable format, and further the machine understandable format into human understandable format. The converted signals are then sent to CPU for processing operations or to ALU in the CPU for performing arithmetic or logical operations. Upon execution of an operation, the control unit directs an output device to display the results or to a memory unit to store the results. It plays a major role in executing the correct instruction. Now let us discuss about an instruction cycle or a machine cycle. Instruction cycle is defined as fetch, decode, execute, and store phase. Here, an instruction is fetched from the main memory. Then that instruction is sent to control unit for decoding. After decoding, that instruction is sent further to ALU where it is executed, and upon execution, the result is stored in the main memory or sent to the display unit. Let us now discuss about memory unit. Memory unit is available both internally as well as externally. It's a place where the information is stored for a temporary or a permanent use. Memory refers to the amount of data or instructions that a computer is capable of storing. Storage capacity of a computer is usually measured in terms of bytes of data. 1 byte of data is equal to 8 bits of data. And we know that binary information is available in the form of bits, that is zeros and ones. That's why memory is partitioned into large number of small cells to store information. The memory can be hierarchically classified as primary memory, cache memory, secondary memory, and tertiary memory. Primary memory or main memory can be further classified into RAM and ROM. RAM stands for random access memory, ROM stands for read-only memory. RAM can be further classified into static RAM, dynamic RAM, SD-RAM, DD-RAM, etc. Similarly, ROM is further classified into PROM, that is programmable read-only memory, EPROM, that is erasable programmable read-only memory, EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable read-only memory, flash memory, and so on. Apart from RAM and ROM, registers and cache memory also forms a part of primary memory or main memory. Cache memory can be further segmented into L1 cache, L2 cache, L3 cache, and so on. Registers are the fastest accessible storage elements. The secondary memory or auxiliary memory includes hard disk drives, compact discs, DVDs, USBs, etc. The largest storage devices, called as tertiary memory, consists of magnetic disk drives, magnetic tapes, etc. Output units are those units where the results of a computer are displayed. Output is often referred to as process data or the information obtained after executing an operation. It accepts the binary data and decodes it into original format and acts as a counterpart of input devices. Output devices makes data available for the user in human readable format. Units include monitors, printers, plotters, projectors, speakers, etc. Please press on the bell icon to subscribe my channel. I request you to like, share, and comment on this video.